What's good, YouTube, and welcome to another KaibaHacksDartz Yu-Gi-Oh video. Today we're here taking a look at another deck profile, deck list for the Wicked Gods, May 2024. And the Wicked Gods, if you don't know what they are retrains of the Wicked God, or the God cards. You know, you got Slifer, the Winged Dragon of Ra Sphere Mode, and Obelisk the Tormentor. Except they're not divine, they are dark fiend monsters. And, you know, that they have some weird abilities to them for sure. And that's why I want to make a deck out of them. I think they're pretty cool for what they are. You know, they're not the strongest, best monsters in the game, and they can be a little bit clunky. But I'm still working on the deck, and it is coming along slowly, and it's pretty successful. So, with the Wicked Avatar, probably the best out of the three. Close contention with the Wicked Eraser. Dreadroot is probably a tier under them for sure. But they all have the same effect where they can't be special summoned and must be normal summoned by tributing 3 monsters, like the God cards. And this one specifically is, if this card is normal summoned, your opponent cannot activate spell or trap cards until the end of the second turn after this card's activation. So, once he's normal summoned, they can't basically do anything. It's kind of like a Swords of Revealing Light for spells and traps. And also, this card's attack and defense are equal to the highest attack on the field, other than the Wicked Eraser, or the Wicked Avatar, sorry. Plus 100. So he's always going to be stronger than whatever you're trying to go against. Plus he's going to have that bonus. The only thing is, when they have nothing on their field, and this is the only thing you have on your field, he's only going to have that 100. Other than that, pretty good. Next, we have 2 of the Wicked Eraser. And same thing with the summoning. But this card's attack and defense are equal to the number of cards your opponent controls times 1,000. And during your main phase, you can destroy this card. And if this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, it destroys all cards on the field. So, like the name implies, he just erases everything. You know, you can clear out basically whatever. And, you know, it also still can have some decent attack, depending on what they control. Next, with Dreadroot, the Wicked Dreadroot, we got 2 of them. Cannot be special summoned, must be normal summoned by 3 monsters, tributing 3. And the attack of all other, and defense of all other monsters on the field are halved. So nothing too special. That's why I said he's not the greatest, but he still does look pretty awesome. And it is the Wicked Gods deck, so we need to have at least one of them in there. And I'm just trying out 2. Next, we got Gap the Divine Soldier. All monsters are changed to face-up attack, and their defense position, or their battle positions, cannot be changed, and flip effects are not activated. Once per turn, you can reveal any number of fiend monsters in your hand to give this card 300 attack for each card revealed. So, in the manga, he does go in with their archetype. He's kind of, you know, like their little defender, their soldier. And in the manga, it is just for the Wicked Gods. We got it a little bit lucky. He works with all fiend monsters, so you could even reveal other Gap the Divine Soldiers to boost him up. But we just have one of them in here for, you know, the jokesy purposes. Next, we got Divine Serpent Ge. He just kind of fits in with the false gods, the knockoffy gods kind of strat we're doing. And I'm not going to read off his effect, but, you know, he's got a lot of different things that you can do. And he's good for just kind of stalling out or getting some big hits in. Next, we got 3 Arma the Wicked Warden. This card works really well with Layer of Darkness and, you know, the effect to get out those tokens and stuff. And you can discard this card, add 1 Layer of Darkness from your deck to your hand. And if you contribute 1 dark monster and draw 1 card, or if you tribute a dark monster other than this card to activate this effect, you can add 1 dark monster with 2,000 or more defense from your deck to hand. So obviously with that, you could bring out Dreadroot, and you know, it's a quick way to get him into your hand. Other than that, you know, you could maybe be oh no, it works with Gap too. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking there was something else that works with this. So you could bring a Gap too. And get him into your hand. Same thing with the, you know, just to draw a card, but it works with Layer of Darkness real well too. you know, just to pop whatever on their field. Scapegoat is our next card. 3 of them. Flip, you can special summon any number of black sheep tokens. You know, some tribute fodder for the Wicked Gods. Kind of organize our cards here. Next, we got 3 Tellus the Little Angel. Basically, what he does is, if this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Tellus Wing token. And then while you control a Tellus Wing token, you can banish this card from your graveyard and 1 spell from your hand, and special summon 2 Tellus Wing tokens, and you can't special summon for the rest of the turn, other than from your hand. So, what basically, you know, you're going to pull off is, well, you're going to attempt to pull off, is let this thing get hit, get a token out there, get the token to your next turn, and then you're going to try and banish him, get rid of that spell, get 2 more, and then you can go into a god, or a Wicked God. It's not the most successful too far yet, or the most strategically advanceable, but we're trying it out, and we you know, it might get swapped out in the future. But Angel 01, similar kind of stuff going on, not necessarily, but you can special summon this card from your hand by revealing 1 level 7 or higher monster, and you can only special summon 1 Angel 01 this way. Once per turn, sorry. While you control this special summon card, you can tribute summon 1 level 7 or higher monster in attack position during your main phase, in addition to your normal one. So it is another way to kind of bring out some, you know, extra stuff and try and get into that Wicked God quicker. Same with the Phantom Sky Blaster. Not going to read his effect. You should probably know what he does. Lastly, we just have some random stuff in here. We got the Calculator. And basically what he's in there is just because, you know, there's lots of high-level monsters, so he might get that high attack off. Maybe good with the Wicked Avatar, so they can both get that high attack as well. Like I said, it's just testing out different strats. Next, with the spells, we got 3 Divine Evolution. And this is God card support, but it does show the Wicked Dread Root on there. That's like a shadowy kind of, you know, silhouetted Wicked Dread Root. And it's this card's activation and effects cannot be negated. Choose 1 monster you control whose original type is Divine Beast, or one of the Wicked Gods, except a monster already affected by this card. And it gains 1,000 attack and defense, and its effect activations and its effects cannot be negated. Also, it gains the following effects. When this card declares an attack, you can make your opponent send 1 monster they control to the graveyard, their choice. So it is a good way to get some extra attack, get some stuff off the field. You know, it's just Wicked God support. Always subject for change, just pretty much like every card but the Wicked Gods in this deck. Next, we got 2 Layer of Darkness. This is to work with the Armas, of course, and to bring out some tokens for tributing. It is all face-up monsters on the field become dark, and once per turn, if you would tribute a monster you control to activate a card effect, you can tribute 1 dark monster your opponent controls, even though you don't control it. Once per turn during the end phase, special summon as many Torment tokens up as possible up to the players to the turn player's field in defense position up to the number of monsters they tributed this turn while it was face-up. So, like I said, it's a good way to get out those tokens, but if they are tributing 2, they're going to get those tokens as well. So something to be mindful for. Next, we got Mound of the Bound Creator. More kind of God card support, but does work with the Wicked Gods. And it's level 10 or higher monsters in the field cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. If a level 10 or higher monster destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, the player controlled the destroyed monster takes 1,000. So you can get some damage in. And then also, if you're maybe running Sphere mode or actual God cards, you can search a Divine monster from your deck to your hand. Sphere mode is another one of those things that I might throw in just to have that as kind of a lava golem kaiju situation to get some stuff off the field. Next, we got 2 Allure of Darkness. Pretty classic, you know, you draw 2 cards, remove from play 1 dark monster in your hand, And if you don't, your hand goes to the graveyard. But lots of dark monsters. So that is something we're working with as well. Next, we got 1 terraforming, just to search those field spells. Classic change of heart. You know, if you got some token nonsense on the field, maybe just one of them, or you just want to swap for something. Oh no, not even. I was thinking of swapping, but this is slight. Yeah, you just take control of one of their monsters. Sorry, and yeah, you know, it's good fodder, good tribute stuff. You know, or extra deck stuff. Same thing with Monster Born. Bring stuff back, tribute stuff off. You know. Card advance, you know, just some stuff to make it a little bit easier, hopefully, to get that summon off. And the Monarch Stormforth, same thing. Next, we'll move into the traps. We got 3 back to the front. Target 1 monster in your graveyard, special summon in defense position. These are great because, you know, it's not like Call of the Haunted where it kind of has to stay in the field. You just bring them back out. They're in defensive position, so they're not going to get attacked. And, you know, you're not going to take fat damage unless they got piercing. So, you know, it's pretty good. All subject for change, of course, though. Next, we got 3 Metal Reflect Slime. If you don't know what he does, you know, classic just brings it a fat defense wall, basically. But that's not necessarily what we're using for. One, he is tribute fodder. But what he does bring out is the Egyptian God Slime. And this we can use as 3 tributes for our, you know, our wicked gods. Or if not, his effect is pretty good just in general. So, same thing with them. I don't have any Guardian Slimes yet, but they would definitely be a great addition to the deck. Something I'll have in the future. That is all of the traps, though. Next, we'll extra deck it. We got 3 Egyptian God Slimes, and it's 1 Aqua Monster plus 1 level 10 Water Monster. But it can either be fusion summoned or special summoned from your extra deck by tributing 1 level 10 Aqua Monster with 0 attack. So this card can be treated as 1 or 3 tributes from the tribute summon of a monster, or 1 or 3, so you can get them off with 1 or 3 if needed to be, and cannot be destroyed by battle. And your opponent's monsters cannot target for attacks, and your opponent cannot target with card effects any monsters you control except the God Slime. So he's basically, you know, a wall. They got to get through him before they do anything else to any of your other monsters. And then he's just great to get into for the Wicked Gods. And like I said, you need either Metal Reflect Slime or the Guardian Slime to get into him as quick as possible. Next, we got 2 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Maxes. And it's just once per turn you can detach 1 material from this card, inflict 2,000 to your opponent. And it's 2 level 10 monsters. The extra deck I haven't really filled out, but this is just I feel like a nice one. They are level 10. And if I did happen to get 2 out and just needed to get that little extra damage in, then bam, there you go. You could just, you know, Xyz off, hit him for that 2. Next, we got an Underclock Taker. Simple, you know, just kind of classic extra deck stuff. Love me my Geonator Transverser. Great way to, you know, swap something that's maybe used up or not so good for something good on their side of the field. And it just works out well. Next, we got Proxy Dragon. Like I said, I just got a couple of random things in here, and that pretty much sums it up. I would throw in, you know, Decode Talker and some of the usual just kind of generic-y staples. But that pretty much sums up everything I have in the deck so far. Like I said, it's subject to a lot of change. I'm still working on a lot of different strategies to see what's working and what's not working. Trying to get for those like kind of first turn God bringouts, which isn't happening too successfully yet. I need like more token power, possibly, you know, scapegoat, stuff like that. Some other random cards that I just have been looking at, possible additions to the deck, is maybe the Caligo Clawcrow. You know, if you control a dark monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. So just an easy way to, you know, maybe extend some plays. Yugioh. I don't know how you say it exactly, but he's a fiend, dark. And, you know, during the battle step, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if you do, gain 1,000 life points. So some other cards I'm looking at is Arrivals and stuff like that. So I was thinking maybe in the battle phase, quick effect, you special summon this guy. You get your attacks in, you Arrivals into a Wicked God. So then you're gaining 1,000. You're doing all the stuff you need to do. You can also tribute him off, quick effect. Then target one face-up monster you control and it gains 1,000 until the end of the next turn. So he is just a weird card that kind of fits in. He's a fiend, you know, it's dark. Next is Tragodia. Pretty generic-y kind of stuff, but just something I thought could maybe go in. He kind of fits with the Guardian Slimy, Divine Serpent Gek, kind of reactionary stuff. Plus, he's got that high level that the calculator could take advantage of. Another card we got is Luna the Dark Spirit. Cannot be normal summon / set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing one dark monster in your graveyard. Lots of dark monsters, and then also once per turn during your standby phase, inflict 500 to your opponent. This one's just a kind of random one, but it is a fiend, you know, like I said, and it just works with that dark kind of stuff. It's almost like a Phantom Sky Blaster that's like crappier. And then free range monsters is kind of like Arrivals, except it doesn't have that quick play ability. But it is, you know, a trap card, so it's second turn-y kind of stuff, but I prefer the Arrivals probably. But, you know, it's something to work with. Like I said, that pretty much covers everything I have so far and all the ideas I'm kind of working with. Like a Scapegoat and maybe free time passcode, whatever, one-time passcode, whatever it's called. That, you know, stuff like that where you can get tokens out easily and maybe, you know, use them for some plays or defensive stuff to get into those plays next turn. Wabaku, stuff like that. Other than that, let me know what you think, what cards you would add in if you're going to try and run this deck. It is a little bit different on Master Duel. If you want me to maybe drop a deck list for that in the comments or in the description, let me know. But you know, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell me how you felt about it. Check out my other videos. And make sure to hit that little notification bell so you know when new videos are coming out. And thanks for watching. Peace.